Why not get yourself into the Buddha state? Then you will find that your desires will still work as strongly as ever, but instead of being for your destruction or other people's unhappiness, they will be for progress and value. And what's more, Buddhism said, here's the practice that will give you the power to enable you to sustain using your desires for value and happiness. So, of course, this is the very heart of Buddhism, isn't it? The great principle of bonno, soku, bodai, turning desires into enlightenment, is on your gohonzon and at the very heart of everything. So, desires are vitally important. It's through the satisfaction of our desires that we originally, in the first year or two of our practice, get actual proof of the power of the gohonzon. And then, as we practice more and more, and as the Buddhist state takes a greater and more important position in one's life, so our desires quite naturally become more discerning. Instead of being desires based on hunger or greed of any sort, they become desires based at a higher level. This is a natural process as the Buddhist state, or the high state of life, takes the ascendancy. So this is an amazing thing. No other philosophy or practice ever could believe that such a thing was possible. But the fact remains that the Buddhist practice does this. And this, of course, is its greatness. President Ikeda once said, some intellectuals say happiness can only be found in the spiritual world. I always answer them, can you live like a saint? Such statements are really haughty and hypocritical, he said, and I quite agree with him. So all the Buddhas have taught the realistic philosophy of benefit, from Shakyamuni down to this very day. And we shouldn't hesitate to expound it. Though we may get attacked by people who say, this is very selfish, or I don't like the sound of this, we should firmly defend it, because, in fact, not to practice for benefit is indefensible. So I really hope that we will always stick to our guns and argue firmly on this point. In the Gosho, Happiness in This World, Nichiren Daishonin said, the sutra says the people there in my land are happy and at ease. And Nichiren Daishonin says, happy and at ease means the joy derived from the law. That is to say, the benefits derived from the law. And that quotation is from the Lotus Sutra of Shakyamuni. Then he goes on, you are obviously included amongst the people who are happy and at ease. And there in my land indicates the entire world. That is to say, nowhere else but in this life. There is no greater happiness than having faith in the Lotus Sutra. It promises us peace and security in this life and good circumstances in the next. This is the joy and benefit of practice.